I am Fridge, and welcome to episode 6 of Fantasy WICSO. So, start out, we have it over here where we have two more names. Those are Consuelas Dynasty and Panorian Kingdom. Both of these were named by Red Team WICSO, who also named the blue country up here, so shout out to him. Anyways, though, while we're over here, we might as well start out over here. So we'll start with the purple country here, who will be doing some more exploring. As they explore down this way, and also they explore along up this way a bit, find a lot more land to expand into, and they will start to expand into this land, with them expanding down here, and they'll also explore the water along here because, well, oh, they found more land over here. So they find this island over here, which the pink country also finds, and, well, there's going to be a race for this island, as the purple country and the pink country both start to expand onto it, with them taking it like this, and, well, they both want the entire island, and we're going to kind of see this end up leading to a war breaking out between the two, as the purple country sends their troops into the pink country to take the rest of the island for themselves. So they start sending troops into here, and the pink country will quickly respond by sending troops to deal with them. And the purple country also is going to send some troops in over here to deal with them over here. And they take back this major city that they used to own. And the red country, the pink country is going to try to get to join, and they will do just that, and they will join and attack the purple country over here, pushing to this area, which, this area is not as, rebellious as it used to be, and, in fact, this area is a lot more nationalistic now, and they start to push back against the red country, which is struggling as the purple country has been increasing their military a lot. In fact, as this is happening in the red country, a massive breakaway happens, as all of this area here goes ahead and breaks away. And if that wasn't bad enough, this country over here decides, hey, let's get some land, and they start pushing to the red country, and they push over and take this major city here. And things aren't going well for the red country, as they have to go and deal with those. However, as they do that, it leads to them getting pushed out over here. And now the purple country is starting to push into the red country. So, that's not good. The pink country, over back on the island where this all started, they have pushed back and have... What is going on over here? Oh, it's that. That's the problem. The pink country has pushed back and started to push into the purple country over here. However, purple country troops have arrived and started to push back over here, pushing the pink country out of this island, or their area of this island, and starting to push into this area now. However, as this happens, up in the purple country, we see part of it break away, with this area here going ahead and breaking away. And the purple country is going to let that go because they see more valuable in taking back this old land they used to own as they push along here. And also they really want this island for some reason, which they take, and following which the pink country sees that they're losing and, well, not wanting to lose any more land, they will go ahead and let the purple country win, with them taking all this land here. The red country will also go ahead with that, and they will also make some deals down here, giving this land over to the yellow country. However, they will keep this major city here. So this stays as part of the red country over here. So now the borders of these countries look like this. And the purple country traded this area here for some of their old land back down here, along with this area over here. Anyways, heading over to this country here. Now I have fixed the mountain layer, so it is now transparent, so we can turn that on and off. But I'm going to keep it off for now unless mountains are important. However, mountains on both the mountain layer and the normal layer. So we can see this green country explore more of the mountain area and start to expand further into it. Now they don't expand much because it's hard to expand along here. However, they like the challenge as they expand in like that. The blue country, they, if you remember, they have the same goals as the pink country. They want to explore the world. However, they more so just want to explore it rather than claim it, and these areas that they have are just to make exploring easier. So we will see them continue to explore as they explore this area over here. This is an important layer to have open when it comes to exploring, especially in this area here. As they explore, and they know that there's desert over there, so they're going to explore over towards the desert, with them exploring this here, stopping at the desert because, well, the desert's pretty hard to explore. But they now, that's not like too close. They now look like this, and they're going to set up another city over here. That way they can explore easier. They're also going to explore along this area some more as they explore into here a bit more, and also down the coast a bit more. Up and up this way again. Looks something like this. With them now exploring all of this area here. And we can now see them set up another city along here. With the blue country looking something like this now. Anyways though, we can now walk away from that area as there is more in this world. Like this area over here, where there's another blue country over here that wants to explore. And explore they will. As they explore this area along here, heading up this way. And this area is all lime area, so they also explore this water a bit more. But they explore along here, and they find this river here, which they're going to go ahead and expand up to. So they expand up towards this river here, meaning the end of it. They also explore along the coast a bit. And they now look like this. The green country is going to not do too much expand, they'll just take here. And they also will explore the water a bit, mostly just so I can fix this area over here. So they explore along here a bit. They don't expand too much right now. A country that does want to expand, though, is the country over here, as they start to explore more of this area here, finding all of this land here. And it looks like they have found another island pretty similar to this one here, as they explore this area. And in fact, they're exploring it a lot. And they have this island explored over towards here. This is also lime, so yeah, but they explore a lot. And all of this area here is now explored, with them getting to the coast of the island over here, and soon we see them exploring basically most of the island, probably. At least what they believe, they've explored most of it. And they find more coast along here. And following this, they see that there's a lot of land to expand into. What? Okay, have it without me. They expand into this area here. Now looking like this. And they want to expand more, obviously, that's kind of their goal. However, they don't want what happened over here happening again, so they will take a small break. Speaking of this country, they have found over here, and they're going to explore more of it. Not only wanting to take any, but explore they will. However, some of the explorers head south, and soon they get lost as they head along here, and they have no idea where they're at now, so they're just going to go ahead and be like, you know what, we're going to set up our own country. Set up their own country, they do. Like that. So yeah, we now have another country over there now. But anyways, we can now head up to this area here. In the last episode, there was a war over here that led to the dark red country fleeing over here. And the dark red country people have repopulated a bit, and they can now explore this area. They're going to mostly explore over here to get away from that area over here. In fact, everyone here thinks that they are dead. They don't know what happened to them. And very little exploration has happened on this side of the river, as this is a pretty hard river to cross. However, there will be some more exploration down south from these countries, but the red country, the dark red one, expands along here, or explores along here. And after exploring this land here, they'll go ahead and expand with them expanding and taking all of this land here. These countries down here are all pretty small, and we're only going to see one of them expand, that being this one here, who expands like that. The red country, they love expanding, and expanding they will, as they expand into this area here. However, this area over here does not like being part of them. In fact, they want their own country. So make their own country, they will, as they break away. However, the red country is not just going to let them do this, and they're like, no you don't. So they start to invade into this, and they take back the major city, and this rebellion quickly collapses. And after this, the troops are like, hey, that was pretty fun. We might have a chance now against some of these other countries. So the red country, seeing this, they set their eyes on the next target, that being this blue country over here. So they push in, they quickly take the capital and this major city, and they conquer this country and take it. Following which, they'll do some more expanding along here, as the red country is becoming pretty big and pretty strong. This, the success over here, with them managing to stop a country from breaking away for once, instead of it breaking away, led to a massive morale boost. And it led to these countries over here being pretty scared, along with this pink country over here. And this pink country is actually going to go to the leader of the red country and say, hey, just please don't invade us. We just want to relax here. We can just not fight. And how about your son can marry my daughter if you don't invade us? And well, the king of the red country is going to be like, sure. So the peace is made between these two, and they don't have to worry about getting invaded for now. Who knows what could happen in the future. Anyways, though, this country here is experiencing some breakaways, as the entire southern half of them is going to go ahead and break away. Like this. And this country is like, really? Come on. Come on. Are we the red country now? So I don't know why I'm hating on this red country so much. But this country responds to this break by being like, hey, maybe we should explore a bit more inward. So explore inward they will. I don't know what I'm doing in this episode. Honestly. This is probably the worst one so far. That's probably what you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking this is the best episode so far and they should all be like this. But anyways, that happens, yeah. I think I'm high right now. Anyways, though. Heading over here. These two countries hate each other, if you remember from the last episode. And hate each other, they will continue to do. However, they both are going to expand towards each other as well, because, well, they both claim this land. So expand towards each other they will. I keep on saying, do this, they will. And they now share a border, and they are putting troops on the border, and it's like they're about to fight each other. And the blue country, we need to talk about them, because things are not going well for them, as up here, there's a breakaway, and over here, there's another breakaway. So the blue country is currently falling apart. Poor blue country. Can we have some rest in peace to the blue country as they fall apart? There's also one over here that breaks away. I better see some rest in peace blue countries in the comments. If I don't see a single rest in peace blue country, I'm quitting YouTube. And the final breakaway is actually right here, and it's completely surrounded by the blue country, and well, the blue country is actually going to be able to deal with this one as they send their troops in, and they surround all of them towards just a city in the middle of it, and the blue troops will actually be able to survive in this city for a little bit, or the rebellion will actually be able to survive in this city, as it's just left to that city. So we have the kind of the first, can we mark that city actually? We have the first city-state, which is completely surrounded by another country. Kind of like the San Marino of this timeline. However, soon after, things don't last like this, as another breakaway happens. I'm on the wrong layer. As another breakaway happens, I'm on the wrong layer again. As another breakaway happens right here. Like I said, the blue country is falling apart. And up here, another breakaway follows. Poor blue country. What do they do to deserve this? Nothing. But the blue country is looking pretty bad, and this side of the river is like, yeah, you know, these borders are kind of, I don't know. I should just scrap this episode and at least start recording it. There's another breakaway over here, though, and the leader of the blue country is seeing this and is like, oh, what have I done? Why is this happening? What did I do? And to answer that question, I can't answer it. Make up your own reasons in the comments what the blue leader was doing that made everyone hate them. But more breakaways occur. One over here now. And also, the red country sees this and is like, hey, let's take advantage of this dying country and kill it faster. So they start sending troops in and taking land like this. And the final breakaway in the blue country for real this time will be over here. as... Actually, that's a bit too close to the orange color. Let's make it like that color. As this area right here goes ahead and breaks away. However, this one is pretty big actually and encompasses all of this. In the blue country, they will hand over this land to this country. This breakaway over here, they'll give a bit more land to. And the blue country leader sits down, takes a knife, and slits his own throat. And following the death of the leader, the remaining country breaks out into a full-on civil war. Why is this civil war happening? Well, you see, the children, the oldest child of, or oldest children, I guess I should say, of this country here were actually triplets. There was 3 of them, and they all are arguing over which one of them should have the country. And that leads to a civil war breaking out something like this, with this area here in support of one of them, this area in support of another, and this area in support of the final one. So, yeah, these other areas are all independent now, but these 3 here are all fighting. But to figure out what happens with that, you have to wait till next episode, because the final events in this episode are happening over here. As the orange country here, they are going to do some expanding. But where are they going to expand to? They really don't have much options. They could invade this country here, but they kind of just broke away, so that would be kind of rude. Oh, they don't care. So they start invading in, but the blue country, despite being smaller, size does not matter, as they manage to push the orange country out successfully, and they then start pushing into the orange country, and the orange country realizes, oh no, what have I done? As the orange country experiences some of their own breakaways, and by some I mean 1. I actually mean 1 this time. Don't worry, there's not going to be a million. I just need to find a color that works. That's a bit too close to the orange color. It looks something like this, encompassing these 2 major cities. Not much, but the orange country realizes they messed up. They'll let the blue country take this, and they'll let this breakaway go. So with that, this is where this episode's going. Not much happening over here, just that. I am tired right now. I've had a busy week, so that's why this episode is terrible. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.